Hello and welcome to Survive the Unexpected. We are host Frank Pacino and my partners in crime tonight, James Hanson and Man Bryant. And we are finally going to talk about Survivor 45, the finale and the season as a whole, where we're ranking and all that jazz. So, um, overall, I thought it was a good season, good finale. Um, I just I don't know. This season, there's something missing about it for me. But what do you guys think? How you guys feel about the season and that finale?
I think the finale was decent. I think we got the best winner of the new era seasons, which was kind of nice. And I don't think it was as predictable as the Jam Jam win. It was more along the lines of I thought they were going to cut D. Like I thought she was going to get cut. I think that she benefited from some poor gameplay from other players down the stretch, but
Oh
she did
yeah,
play a really good game. But as a whole, season was okay. I think it
yeah.
was around the same as Survivor 44. Maybe a little bit better because I think those uh
The
moments
side
were a little
characters.
higher. And I think the cast as a whole was a little bit better, even though 44 may have had a deeper cast. Like the bad people weren't as bad, but like the good people in the season I think were better than the good people in 44.
What about you, Amanda?
I liked the season. I just liked it though. I didn't fall in love with it. I actually still think that 42 is a little bit better than 45. But it's my second in line of the new era season so far. I definitely think that D is the best winner. Game mechanics wise, I think she played the best game out of all five. Um, and probably a top half winner, I would say, probably in Survivor in general. She did very, very well. And so I mean it was refreshing to see a good win, and it was refreshing to see, like someone who earned it, I guess is what you could say. But for some reason, this cast for me, and I've been saying it all season on this podcast, like this cast for me just didn't hit home for me for some reason. I think there was a lot of people that I thought were very average or didn't stand out to me. And like it wasn't that we were missing a story or anything, because there were, like Jake had his story, so it wasn't that we were missing the story, but there just wasn't as many characters that I just absolutely fell in love with or absolutely wanted to see win um this season. So, I mean, it was good. I definitely would like to watch it again at some point in time in my Survivor life, but it's not a, definite must not watch like 41.
See, I think like it was a like more of a gameplay flaw with most of the players in character. Like I think a lot of them were just bad players. Like that's really what it came down to. Like Jake was likable, but I mean, he didn't really do anything good in the game. Like Emily had this great story, but she made a ton of mistakes. Like Austin was playing this really good game, and then towards the end played this really terrible game. Like
Yeah.
uh I mean, you had these people that were getting like the very majority of the screen time, like with Austin, Emily, and Jake, who just weren't playing like the best games
Yeah.
of all. So
So this is so I think D had a really good win, but my issue is she had some flaws within her game, like the round that she should have went home. The round that she should have went home, she played that not the greatest that round.
Yeah.
I think the seafood round was a mess, but there was a lot going on for that. I did think she get lucky at some points, but that's every Survivor winner.
Yeah.
I think she's a very solid winner. Like James said, like very, it wasn't super foreshadowed, like from like how Jam Jams was. It was very hidden, but also she didn't get like a no edit either on top of that. So like it was I think a solid job at the editors for making you feel like there was other options to win, where in 44 it was like if Carson goes home, Jam Jam's winning. Like
yeah,
that's just it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was between Carson and Jam Jam from like the merge on. That was the only two options to win.
Yeah.
Um, I felt like there was a chance Drew could have won. There was a chance Austin could have won. Chance Emily could have won.
Julie even.
Julie, yeah, there was a chance Julie was going to win. Now, would I have loved some of those other players to win as much as D? Maybe not. But I think the there was a strong case Drew was playing a really strong game. And honestly, it's probably Austin's fault. The reason why he maybe didn't have a chance to win with the
Pretty
Julie
much.
Oh
round.
yeah.
If Austin just plays that round perfectly, there's a good chance that Drew or Austin wins this season. If
Yeah.
for real.
And I think Drew became a bigger threat because Austin was starting to dig himself into the hole, and it was like at that point no one was worried about Austin being the biggest threat. It was like maybe Drew
It was
actually
Drew was,
like
yeah.
is the one who can articulate himself really
And
well.
he had
at Final
strong
Five, like,
allies too.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think out of all the people on the jury, he would have put up the best fight against.
for sure.
I think
Stephanie.
him or Emily. I think Emily's story definitely can outweigh some of Drew's strategic.
See, Emily, I think had this story. I just don't think she had the game moves to totally back it up.
No.
Yeah.
She didn't know.
I think she missed a couple opportunities that she should have took a shot at. Like the Julie round wasn't really her fault; it was Austin's fault. But she should have known. She should have just thrown a vote or two somewhere else and let
Agreed.
D take the heat or something, just in case something happened. But that final 5 round was a mess, as we discussed it. Katurah, look. I'm sorry, girl. You're a bad player.
She's a horrible player. She's not good.
There's nothing we can say.
That move at Final 5 is going to go down as I mean, it's going to make a list somewhere of worst moves in Survivor history.
So can we just break that down again? So
Yeah.
all she had to do was vote for D, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Jake voted for D.
Which is what she planned on doing. She was the one who thought of doing it in the first place.
It was, at least that's what they were showing us.
Yeah.
So it was what ended up being D, Jake, Katurah, Julie who received the vote, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
Julie got 2.
And Katurah gave her the second one, right?
Yeah.
It was
and
just
Julie got 2, Katurah got 1, D got 1, and Jake got 1. It was 2-1-1.
Right.
Yeah. And he was pissed. He's like, you made me swear on my grandmother and you wouldn't fucking vote with me. She's so terrible. So terrible.
So bad. Not only is that horrible jury management, but you're just flat. Like that was your idea in the first place. Like you're the one who thought of this. No one else on that tribe was going to offer D to go first. She would have had to been the one to get that ball rolling. And I think that if she got the ball rolling enough, she would have been able to convince them that D would beat all of them and that she has to go here. But she's not, like Frank said, she's a bad player. And so she's going to fuck it up for herself because she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah, like
I should have listened to her exit interview. I didn't. Did you guys listen to her?
No, not yet. She was finally in a position to like make a good move, like a big move.
Yeah.
And it was right there in her hands and she completely blew it. Like it just
completely blew it.
It really puts the icing on the cake of how she really just
played a
really bad game. Yeah.
Yeah. It's super disappointing because you like when someone makes it a final 5, like you would hope that the final 6, at least the final 6 is all worthy of being there. And we all know that's not always the case. There's a lot of goats in the game, but they thought Katurah was going to win. You guys remember hearing them? Yes. They remember that's what Dee was saying. She thought that Katurah was going to,
they thought she had, then Jake.
Like, definitely. They were more scared to go to the end with Katurah than they were with Jake or Austin.
Well,
which to me is wild.
No, I don't think so. Austin had a good chance to win. He played 3/4 of the game perfectly.
He played good until about the final 7 or 8.
I think Austin had bad game awareness, man. And then he got, distracted by pussy, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do. It doesn't work out for anyone's games. Learn from it. Like
and like if she likes you, it's still gonna be there after the game. Like it's not gonna matter from what happened in there. So that's the worst part about it.
I'd say Austin played easily the best out of the final 5, besides D.
Austin?
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he played the second.
I think Julie played better.
I think Austin played the second best game. Final 5. Yeah.
She had an idol that saved her from going out, and then she was a target like a round later. Like He
See,
did
I
not play
think
other
I think
Austin.
Austin played a good second place game. He was playing a good first place game until about the final 7.
Until
or
when
8.
he told, if he would have just went with the
Until
Julie plan, him
But he
and
didn't.
Drew would have been the Cody and Jesse of the
He
season.
should have.
until he
Yeah.
decided D's game was more important than his game, he was playing the best game, I believe.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was going to get the money and the girl at the end, and he didn't get either.
No, he was only
So-
lost by 1 vote. Like,
I don't know. He didn't
I
have a
think-
strategic move. I feel like that like Drew was the brains for him, and he could kind of keep up physically. But I don't see a shining game from Austin. I don't know.
Yeah, like
He-
I think if he ended up pulling out the win there, it would have been like maybe like an Aris type of winner, like
yeah,
kind of forgotten, like just
definitely.
bro.
I don't
dude,
think.
like he would have been okay.
Yeah.
But I think before that,
It definitely
I think he was
sours the
playing a really
season
good
to
game.
me.
Yeah, but I think if he had gotten to the end somehow without D and ended up winning, like and made all the moves that he did make in the game, he would have been a great winner. But like
Right.
I do think he played a decent game still, because I think he played the best game until about the final 7 or 8. So,
Correct.
yeah, I think he's the best second placer of the new era.
I think Mike is better.
Me too.
Mike is better.
Okay, maybe, but if you include their FTCs, I
He's
think
better.
Austin.
He's better than Cassidy, and he's certainly better than Deshaun or Heidi. But yeah, I think Mike is better than Austin.
That's fair. I wouldn't like put my plan, but everybody else, I think he clears everyone else. I think it's clear. It's Mike and Austin and everyone else for second placers in the
Right.
cast. The new era for sure. So I don't think Austin played a bad game. I think he played a really solid game. Would he have been like a terrible winner? No. I think he would have been a forgettable winner for sure. So
Yeah. Unfortunately,
but I
that's the way
mean,
it would go.
what did you guys think of the finale as a whole? That was a pretty solid finale. It went by pretty fast.
I tell you what, do you guys think that we're biased in liking this season more because of the hour-and-a-half episodes? Do you think that if we had hour-and-a-half episodes for these other seasons, like I think 43 would have been way better if we had hour-and-a-half episodes.
I totally agree. I think that's the one that got squeezed by the edit the most, where we didn't get enough out of certain things.
43 for sure, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the hour-and-a-half episodes did help, and I think that we have to give credit to the editing team. I think they did a decent job with it. Like I think they could have flopped it more, but they actually did do a decent job with it, as well as like getting the twists weren't too bad this season, and like they did bring the auction back. Like they did some things people wanted. They brought the intro back. Like they.
So to me, this is probably my second favorite season of the new era. I think it had some really elite episodes. With the pre-merge, when we had the Sabaya vote, elite episode, we had the auction, which was a fun episode. We had the Caleb Shot in the Dark episode, which was fantastic. We had the Kelly Blindside was a good episode. The final 5 round was just wild. A solid finale.
The Bruce and Emily votes were good.
Bruce and Emily votes were good.
Oh,
so I think this is a really. I just think there's just something that was missing from it for the season to make me feel like there's just one person that just I didn't connect with, and like felt like I was in their corner, and that definitely hurt it for my personal experience.
I really do feel like this cast as a whole isn't as good as each individual person is. And like I don't know how to explain it in any other way than that, because it doesn't make any sense. You would think that great individual people all together would be a great group. But it just, I don't know. I think they were all just very close to the same in game style and personality, of level of excitement, or like level of how they were as people. There wasn't anyone that stood out significantly different than the rest of them. At first it was Emily, which was great. And then she completely changed her attitude when she realized everyone hated her, but it took away that spice from the season when she decided not to be the villain.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I think what you're saying too also applies to 44. Like I think they like I do find myself liking some of these people, but like the quote unquote cookie cutter cast, like taking
Yeah.
people from, like, the same archetypes, like basically like you could see who was cast on 44 and be like, they're casting that person for 45 to fill that spot for that.
Even Kelly, like
person.
everyone
Yeah.
was so high on Kelly, and I never understood why. And even looking back now, like I really don't. I think that people were really just searching for someone to
Yeah,
root for
yeah,
so bad,
yeah.
and like she was the pretty kind of normal Survivor chick out of all of them. Like she felt the most Survivor-esque out of all of them, of what they would typically cast or what we would typically see on the television. And so people are generally going to like draw to her because of that. And I don't feel like she was that spectacular. Like I highly doubt that we are going to see Kelly on a returning season. If we do, she's going to be like a random returning that you wouldn't expect because like
No,
you're like
I think
against
there's
everybody else.
a few people on here that are ahead of her for sure.
Yeah.
There's Emily who's a
100%.
lock if they want.
She's
if
number one.
She's number one. I think they would like Drew. They'd like Austin. They'd like
Jake,
D.
I think Jake is number one. I think
Ugh,
Jake is going to come
Why?
back.
I see. I never. I don't get. I don't like. Be honest with you, Jake doesn't do it for me. There's
See, that's
nothing
how I
that.
feel about Austin.
There's nothing.
Austin
There's
doesn't do it for me.
what does he bring to the show?
Jake,
How to fail?
entertainment.
How to
That's what he
fail? That's
brings.
entertaining to you?
He gives amazing confessionals. Amazing confessionals. Like,
About how he kept failing.
it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't mind seeing him again. I wouldn't mind seeing Jake again.
Watch it. No,
I did
you
not.
still
I did
wanted to
not. I
watch
wanted
it.
Jake to go home so bad.
I did not. I loved it. I thought that he did
He was
great.
a worse version than Owen. He's a worse Owen. That's the way I see him.
Way more entertaining than Owen. Way more entertaining than Owen.
What was
And I like Owen.
What was entertaining about him?
About Jake?
Yeah.
Just his personality, the way that he talked to the camera, like the
Yeah.
way that he
I
interacted
think
with his
I think
tribe,
Jake was better than
I don't
Owen.
think Jake was a, like,
but
I'm
he
not
was more
agreeing that Jake was a
unlucky.
bad.
Owen was more
Yeah, he
unlucky.
was super unlucky.
They both
I
kind of
mean,
were,
like,
but
Like, how do you not think that Jake is like? You can say he's a bad player, whatever, but he's at least entertaining.
No. I see.
he wasn't great. He was
No.
okay. He was decent.
He was.
Yeah.
He seems like a really nice guy. He seems like a great guy. Makes me look like an asshole. Like I despise the guy. No, I don't despise him. I just don't want to see him return. Like I do. He does nothing for me for Survivor wise.
All right. Would you rather have Caleb or Jake?
Caleb.
Listen,
I'd rather have Sabaya back than Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
like
Sabaya played bad too.
So at least Sabaya was entertaining to me. Jake was not.
Sabaya was entertaining. We got way more. That's kind of an unfair. That's kind of an unfair like comparison because Sabaya was in the game for like what 9 days. Like you can't. Not even that. Like you can't like 6 days, something like that. You can't compare the two of them when Jake makes final. Literally the finals. Like
look,
listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would 100% rather see Jake than Carolyn.
I'd rather see Carolyn. Carolyn was more funnier than me than Jake was.
See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if Carolyn wants to play, she's going to be there anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the real number one lock for return. It's fucking Carolyn.
All right, so you want to go? So who are the new era players we think we're definitely gonna see?
All right,
should we start with 41 and go up?
We'll just pick 5. There's what? We'll pick 4 players from each season. 2 girls, 2 guys, and we have to agree. So we'll start with 4. We'll start
winners
with 41.
or no winners.
What do you guys want to do? Winners or winners?
I don't think we should do winners. How many winners do they have? How many winners do they have in All Stars?
They had some.
Jenna.
All right, well, let's just go through the winners and who do you think would play again out of the 5 winners?
Yeah.
Do you think Erica would play again? I think she would.
Yes, I think that she would.
I think Marianne said she would later on in life. I don't know if she will right away.
I don't think Gabler would.
I don't think Gabler will.
Gabler's not going to.
I think Jam and D would. D might not after what just happened with the Wendell. You might want to distance yourself from the
community. So I think at least 3 of them for sure would come back if they got the call. But we won't cast the winners. All right,
we won't cast them. Yeah.
All right, 2 men, 2 women from each season. We'll start with 41.
Oh God.
Shannon and Ricard for sure, right? Like those are the 2.
Oh yeah. Shannon Ricard for sure.
Then let's give me Danny and he's already been in CBS The Challenge. Could see them casting him.
Yeah.
potentially. Danny and then
Lindsay.
Aviv.
Oh, no, Lindsay was on 42. My bad. Lindsay was on 42.
Evie.
Aviv.
41
Evie.
is so bad. I
Evie.
hate that season
Maybe.
so much.
Oh no.
Evie.
God, what's her name? Wait, no,
We
that's
can't
42.
even think. Heather.
Heather.
Not
Maybe.
Heather.
Heather ain't coming
Not
back.
Liana.
Maybe Aviv. Maybe.
Somebody good. Yeah, get her.
Evie.
Evie. Yeah. Evie probably.
Just throw Erica in there because they have to take a winner.
Erica, that's fine. We'll throw Erica in there. All right. 42.
Oh,
John-
God, Xander. Xander's going to come back.
No.
Xander
probably over Danny will.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
potential. All right, let's go to 42. Well, 41 can.
Yeah, 42.
Well, Mike's a lock.
See, I think Jonathan's a lock.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan and Mike are both the guys off that season, I would say.
Or Omar.
Wouldn't
Then
you?
Omar, you gotta throw Omar
But
in there too.
you guys haven't met Omar in person. He's not very, I don't know. I could see Omar not playing again.
Well, anyway,
I
so
really
those
could.
probably 2 out of those 3, right? Those are the 3
Yeah.
probably.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll just put it at them for
Yeah.
the guys,
2
and
out of
then
those 3.
can we
and
have
then
Tori
girls-
come back?
girl. I don't think we would see her. I think we would get more Drea and Lindsay is what we would see.
Yeah, Drea and Lindsay. I
I
forgot
like
about Drea.
I like Lindsay.
I
so-
think
I used to
think
make fun of
Tori would be
Drea.
she would be an alternate if Drea didn't want to.
yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
what
I
it'd be.
love Tori.
All right, 42 has great choices though. I
Yes,
think
it
that's
does.
Sad.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
43, Jesse and Cody.
Oh
locked.
yeah, that's
like if
locked.
they want to play, they're locked, right?
And then
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Carla and Noelle or Cassidy and
I
Carla
think
or
Cassidy would
and
come
Noelle.
back. I think it'd be Noelle and
I think
Carla.
Cassidy would come back. She just did
She
the
did
challenge.
the challenge. Yeah, I
Oh,
see
really?
people on CBS's radar
Yeah.
and take the
Yeah.
challenge, and I'm like, those people
That's
are.
really surprising to me because I feel like Cassidy was kind of a nobody.
I mean,
She was the runner up.
she probably
I
should.
know. Just because she's a runner-up doesn't mean she's good. Or deserves
So
to be
what?
there.
Cassidy and Carla? Is that what we're
Yeah, or
going with?
Noelle maybe.
Or
Yeah, or
Noelle,
Noelle. I
yeah.
think those 3, like I said, those 3, 2 out of those 3 would probably get called. 44. Look, Jam,
Carolyn.
Carson are locks if they want to call them. What we're gonna
And then
take Carolyn out of it.
Sure.
Carolyn. So
Carolyn
go Carolyn,
and-
Carson, Franny.
And
I'm gonna say Franny and
Danny.
But not
Danny,
Matt.
yeah. Not
Not
Matt.
Matt.
No, Franny
No.
and Franny will get the invite and Matt won't, I think.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what I
Danny.
agree.
And then if they do cast a winner, Jam will be obviously there.
Yeah,
If
Danny,
they-
I
if-
can see getting cast.
I could see them getting
Yeah.
all the Tika 3 if they could.
Yeah.
Then we go to 45. 2 of each.
Which would probably be Drew
and
Austin.
Austin.
and Jake.
Austin will get casted.
I
way
think
before
Austin,
Jake.
Drew,
I
Emily.
don't want to see Austin again.
I think Caleb will get asked over Jake too.
Caleb, it's like Caleb and Tori would be our pre-merge, like not pre-merge, but our early boots.
Yeah, I think Emily
would
is
come back.
the biggest lock from this.
I think
class.
Emily's the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
lock too. And if they're not asking D, I could see them asking Julie. Julie will say no, she won't do it. I don't
No.
think so. I think this is a one and done thing for
Okay,
her.
I could see Kelly being asked though if they go for like an early.
don't.
Yeah, I think.
I
Who
think
else
she'd
are
be
they going to
good.
ask? Katura?
Kendra.
But they like Katura. They did like the players themselves like Katura a lot.
Okay, the players did, but they're not casting. The players aren't casting. I'm talking about
They don't
CBS.
always recast good players, Frank.
No,
How
I
many times did
understand
Debbie
that, but
fucking
what
play?
makes you think that casting liked her? What makes you think production liked her?
She fits the cookie cutter that they're looking for.
No,
Especially for
you didn't answer
women.
my question.
I just
What-
did.
No, they literally just showed her hating fucking Bruce the whole season. Like they don't like her.
They like her.
She
though,
even
the
made a
players
video
and the
about it.
People liked her. The players and the people liked her.
But they're not casting her. But she even made a video during the season about saying how she was mad at production. They're not casting her.
If she says that, then yeah, they're not casting her.
Yeah,
but
she
I
they
wouldn't say they're
literally
not
she
gonna
made, you don't
cast
remember
her
that
over-
during the season she made a TikTok and they made her take it down.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, she was like, I can't believe that they're production screwing me over and just telling me to talk about Bruce the whole time. She's not getting casted again.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
You guys didn't know that?
No, I didn't know she
No,
took
I didn't
shots
hear
that
about
they
that.
were like portraying her like that. Like I've heard people take shots of the edit during the season.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was doing that.
Yeah, she
Because
did.
I remember during Winners at War, every episode.
Wait, are you
Nick,
talking about Katura? You said Kelly.
I said Katura.
he said Katura.
I thought you said Kelly at first.
That's why I
think
said,
Kelly,
what makes you think they like her?
No,
I think.
Kelly fits the cookie cutter that I was talking about. that
Oh
they
yeah, I
recast
agree with you about Kelly.
Even
I
though
thought you were.
even though Kelly doesn't deserve it.
I remember in Winners at War, like every week, once the merge hit, Nick would go on his Instagram story and it'd be like, "What the fuck is this edit?" Like he was so mad at how they were portraying him out there, like a whole game.
True. Nick sucks.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad, but he wasn't good in Winners at War.
He was almost first boot of the swinging season.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was. I think that's what something. I think we kind of nailed some of the players that would get casted on like an All-Star season.
I mean,
Cool.
and that shows us too. Like with 45 is like we couldn't even name that many players that we thought would come back that would be like a lock to return. We named way more from like 42 and 43, 44 than we did from 45. I just think, like I said, like the individual players themselves are good individually, but as a group setting, it just doesn't hit it for me.
Yeah,
that Lulu tribe was so bad.
Yeah, and it's like I haven't loved any, like even 42, which was the best one. I wouldn't say I like loved the season. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
But I would say if they can nail these returnees for the next returnee season, that they can give us a good season if they have
The
solid
problem,
choices.
my issue with it is that they're waiting so long. It's just like.
You think they're only gonna pull from 40 and on?
I think they're waiting. They're only gonna be from 40 on, right? There a lot of people who we just discussed are gonna get lost in the shuffle, and we won't ever see again. And it frustrates me for that because like you should do one every few seasons. Like, come on. Like, do you have to start like?
Nah, you're getting org biased.
No, I don't. I see returning. Look at where do you rank all the returning seasons? Most
they're
of them,
all they're all high besides Game Changers.
Correct, they're all high besides Game Changers.
That's a lie. You do
Some
not
people
like
don't like All
fans
Stars.
versus
I
favorites.
love All Stars.
You do not like fans versus favorites 2 over Game Changers.
Oh, that doesn't count. Okay. That season sucks.
Okay,
that season was terrible.
But the upper echelon of the season rankings are Heroes versus Villains, Second Chances, Winner at War, fans versus favorite. So like,
right,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're missing opportunities to have maybe potentially one of those seasons.
I disagree. I disagree completely. I think that if you space it out, it makes it special and it makes it worthwhile. If you do it every so often, every 3-4 seasons, you get stale, and then you just only see you just only see the same people over and over again. Like I like seeing players play, 3 times over a span of 20 years. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's fine. I that's fine, but like, I'm not asking for every 3 seasons, but every like 5.
Yeah, I like every 5 or 6. I like it.
Yeah.
Because now, all right. So here's where we run into. If they're gonna do 48 as some sort of either all-star or second chance type of season, do we think 50 is just gonna be some newbie season? But like you have to do some sort of special season for your 50th season, right? Like, I mean, you would think so.
I would think so, but you know what? They didn't do a special season for their 30th. They didn't do a special season for their 30th season.
Yeah, but they
didn't do a special season for their 10th season either.
Yeah, but they seen like but they seen 20 and 40 have really great results. Like they gotta have.
I think 50's got to have that.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys that they're not going to do something special for 50 because I definitely think that they're going to. I just don't know if it's going to be a returning season because 30 wasn't a returning season and neither was 10. And 50 is another odd season like that. I mean, yeah, I know it's a milestone, but even 25, they didn't. I mean, 25 was Philippines. Like they brought 4 people back that were medvaced. Like I don't think they hold it as important of the numbers of the seasons because they haven't in the past. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I just don't think they're going to because they haven't in the past.
No, I get what you're saying.
No, like I said, so this is my thing. Like, I'm okay with like pulling from the new era, whatever. But that means
Yeah.
we're never gonna see like Dom ever again. We're never gonna see, some of these players that we normally got to see one time, and it's
I
kind
think
of
that
frustrating.
I think that 39 ruined that, but I think that Jeff is just ready to be done with that era because they've already had a Winners at War. So it's like an ending of an ending of an era. Like that's the end of it. Like that's it. Now we're on to something new because they've already done Winners at War. They wouldn't have done Winners at War. That's like the ending. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah, and then
wouldn't
with
have done that.
COVID, it just brought this
Yeah.
whole new gap and the
Yep.
days thing. Like it changed everything.
I definitely
so.
agree that there's amazing players that we're never going to be able to see, and it's a shame because there's people that definitely should play again. But at the same time, like CBS has utilized Dom, too, like, and made it to where they've included him in other shows.
Yeah, but like
He's not
made for the challenge. No
He's a
offense to Dom.
survivor player.
He's a
Come
survivor
on.
player.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he look, he's a home dad. Like he's not one of these fit guys that go on the challenge. Okay, he did okay
Right.
on the challenge. He made it to the finals. He didn't finish the finals, but he made it to the finals. But he's no physical specimen.
And like with the season he played too, like it was just him and Wendell. Like I want to see him play against some good players. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
because we didn't get
Right.
to see that. Like, and that's what I do want. Like I said, you said some of these players don't stand out individually. Like they stand out individually, but maybe not together as a group. But I think if we took some of the best of the best from some of these people that haven't returned, we can get a great season. So that's why I'm on
Right.
Frank's camp here, where I really want to see a returning season
Yeah.
ASAP.
I
Like,
think
as
it's been.
soon as possible.
I think it's been that way too, though, because we haven't had a returning season except for Winners at War since COVID. So it's been a while. We've only had literally one in the sense of however many years it's been and how many seasons it's been. With COVID, break on top of it, like it does put we are impatient for it, but I wouldn't want them all the time. I guess that's where I stand with it. I really would not want them all the time.
I'm not asking
wouldn't.
for all the time. I'm just asking for
Yeah.
sooner than what we're getting.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do they do it? So let's think about it. They've had All Stars with season 8, and then they brought, I'm not going to count as bringing one or two people back as returning season. So the next full returning season was season 20. Yeah, it was season 20. So that's 12 seasons apart.
Yeah.
That's 12 seasons apart. So 8 to 20.
Yeah.
And then their next full returning was 31, which was another 11 seasons later. And then the next full return after that was Game Changers. I think they were trying to get Survivor to be big again. So they did Game Changers, which obviously was one of the worst. People rank it as a lower returning season. And then you have Winners at War. Those are our only full returning seasons. So we've had 5 or 6 full returning seasons out of 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but how many people did we miss out on because they did that?
Oh, a ton. We've missed out on a ton of people.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't have everybody. Yeah,
I'm not asking for everybody. I'm asking for some of the people I want to see again. Aren't you upset that some of these people that you would have loved to see play again never got a chance to play again?
Definitely. There's a lot of players that should play again. Like, I definitely don't disagree with you. But you have to remember, too, at the same time, the more returning seasons you have, the less newbie seasons you have. And the less newbie seasons you have, the less possibility of returning players you have.
I'm asking, Amanda, I'm not asking for every other season. I'm asking for every like,
call me Mariah.
I'm about to laugh so hard because like 10 minutes ago, Amanda was like, you guys are thinking about orgs too much. It's like there's always returning seasons because it's so hard to actually get a good like newbie cast. But like for the actual show, it's not. It shouldn't be that hard. So like we don't need all these returning seasons. So I get your perspective from that. It's like maybe orgs are brainwashing me and Frank into thinking every 3 or 4 seasons should be returnees.
Survivor was not big on returning because if they do it all the time, I mean, I know you're not saying all the time. I understand you're saying that, but what I'm saying is they do it more often than what they're doing it. It's not special anymore. It's not cool and special and draws a crowd anymore. It's just expected. And no, but
I-
and then it gets stale.
I get that, but like, I also it feels like a huge gap because of COVID and everything too. That also
Yeah,
probably
that's
goes into
exactly
my
huge. It's a huge part of it, definitely.
that probably
Huge
goes
part
into
of it.
my my thinking like this is taking forever type thing.
Because I've
But
lost my mail and I cannot find it. That's what I've been looking for this whole time. I cannot find it. I'm listening though. Go ahead.
but yeah. So where would you rank 45 like in the season rankings?
Oh, I actually have it in my season rankings. Let me check.
Oh, I can
I
pull
will
it up.
tell
I
you.
haven't ranked it, but I can put where I would slot it in.
Let's
by looking at it.
see. I have Survivor 45 at number 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have it 26th. hmm
I think I'll
All
have
right.
it 24.
All right. So I'm gonna name you guys these seasons, and I'm gonna try to decide where it's gonna rank.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll just go from 23 to 28 because it'll be somewhere in between here. Panama, Marquesas, Cook Islands, Vanuatu, Borneo, and 44.
God, it's so hard to rank Borneo among seasons like this.
All right. So I'm gonna put it. I don't know if it's better than Vanuatu.
You
Love
don't want to ask me,
Vanuatu.
but I have Vanuatu really low. So.
I know I have Vanuatu high. I love Vanuatu. Me and Hart are like some of the biggest Vanuatu stands I know.
I know. I'm gonna put it. You know what? I'll be like Amanda. I'll put it at 26. I think that's fair.
There you go. I feel like it was a fair placement. It's like right in the middle. Right in the middle where it belongs.
Yeah, it's a couple. I have it a couple spots higher than 44. I have 44 went down to 29.
I would have it at 24.
Okay.
Right above 43.
Yeah, so I have it right above Borneo and Vanuatu. And
I have it right above
below Cook Islands and Marquesas.
I have it right above 43 for HHH, 44 Africa, Palau, All Stars, Panama, Ghost Island.
The 3 I have above it are Africa, All Stars, and Guatemala, and then the 3 below it I have are Gabon, season 43 and 30.
I have
Guatemala way up there.
I have
Yeah,
the ones I would
love
have right
Guatemala.
above it is Edge, Marquesas, Game Changers, Gabon.
I love that we have Gabon right both near it, Frank.
Edge and Gabon are both better than it for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also like both of those seasons.
Me too. But yeah, I think it's look. There's only a few elite seasons of Survivor. But there's only a few elite winners. Now, where do you rank D as a winner? Like overall as a winner? Do you
Pretty
think
high.
I could pull this up too. I don't know if I actually ranked her yet.
I actually don't have my winners ranked, so
I have them, and I can
attest to
look
that.
I'm gonna say like 14, 15.
Okay.
So I have her right between Tyson and Chris. Christy, not Chris Underwood. Yeah.
So when you rank do you rank all their games or just their individual?
Just the winning game.
Just the winning game. Okay.
Yep. Like for example, I have Tony's win in Cagayan 8th, and I have his win and winners at War 1st. So yeah. And to be fair, I also count like Kim and Rob's wins are like pretty equal to me, but I put Kim's a little bit higher because it was her first time playing, and nobody knew who she was.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like look, Rob was served chopped liver on a platter.
Yeah, the only reason I do cut Rob some slack is because he should have won his second time he played, and I do account that in also because I think his win would be super tainted if he actually shouldn't have won before that. But
I'll give you that. but
And I'd
they
love to
definitely,
talk about that too.
they definitely casted that just for Rob or
Oh my god, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. 100%
But-
definitely.
So you guys have her better than Jam Jam though?
So I'm close with it. Like,
I'm
I think
close with it too because D, if she wasn't such a strong hold on Julie and Austin, I would feel a little bit better about it because I don't think that. I mean, it's just boring. I think that's what it is.
I have
It's
Jam
just
Jam a
boring.
little bit lower. I have him at 20 because I think she had a lot more control of the game. But like, I mean, he also, I don't know. He played the middle. He had to play the middle more than she did. He had
and
to play harder. Than she
I
did.
also think that a lot of it was Carson that helped him a lot as well. As where I think D had more. I think she actively better her position throughout the game.
Right.
Where she took out like Kendra, which wasn't really the best thing for like Emily and Austin and Drew. It was better for or even Julie. I think it was the best move for D. And honestly, they let her get her way on that one, which may have been a really mistake. Probably was a mistake.
Right.
So what would you say is the best move of the season?
The best move of the season was
Best move.
obviously telling Julie
Was Julie? Yeah. Yes.
and
was
then
the
about it and good successfully lying about it.
wait? Are you talking about the idol play or the
Play.
Julie's idol play where Emily went home?
Correct. And it was because D not only saved Julie, who was
Mhm.
on her side, she got no blood in her hands to get rid of Emily, which was fantastic for
For her
Dee to do.
game,
For
fantastic
her
for
game,
Dee's
yes.
game, yeah.
And she saved Austin, her other person that she needed to save, when she looked her in the face and said, "That's my other number one. You can't get rid of him." Like,
Right.
that's so ballsy to say to somebody. Like, that would have been
Really is.
instantly. I would have instantly voted for Austin right after she told me that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's your number one. I'll take out him.
All right, I think we already highlighted the worst move of the game. I don't think that
Oh,
there was a
it was
lot of
Austin.
bad ones.
There was a
but-
lot of bad moves. Was it the Katura? It was
God,
Austin.
Katura's takes the cake for me. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
the final
but
five
that
at
is
that stage
bad.
of the game, yeah.
It was
so
so bad.
Really, whatever Sabaya did when she went home was
That was really bad too.
really
Yeah.
self-inflicted. I think Caleb at the merge going around and over socializing and over trying to position himself in, I think that can be considered a really bad move. He put way too
Yeah.
much of a target on his back
He should have,
because I think he could have blended in a lot better.
Mhm.
He could have blended in a lot better and been in a really good spot. And I think he really overplayed his hand. too
Yeah.
I
early.
agree.
So yeah, like there was a lot of bad moves in this season, really.
It really was.
But I mean, we did get the quits. Like they drag it down a little bit for me, but I feel like it happened so early on that you almost kind of forgot about it by this point. Like it's almost like
Yeah, episode 1 and then what, episode 3 or 4? And we also like this.
I think it was 1 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of good things with the tribe swap. We got a couple blind sides. It was a fun season. It just
I agree.
it was just missing something for me. Like, I don't know what it's missing, but it was missing something for me. Like, besides just like that person to root for. It just I wasn't glued to the TV screen every moment.
No, I wasn't either.
So
I tell you what, the hour and a half episodes ran well. I felt good about what I didn't feel like they were overly, like drug out or anything like that. So that I really do think that the hour and a half episodes really bring it up high for me. Or else I would maybe have, if we didn't get as much content as what we did, and we got an hour's worth of content every week of this season versus an hour and a half worth, I think this season probably falls underneath of 40. 44 and 42 for me.
So I don't have 44 that high. So
yeah,
I didn't love.
I liked 44. I liked 44, but I liked Yam Yam a lot. I liked Jam Jam quite a bit.
Yeah. See, I think I'm leaning more D than Jam Jam. So.
Oh, I like D. I like D more than Jam Jam for sure. But I think that Jam Jam is not. I think he's a better winner than people think he is. Not like Gabler, but like.
No, I think
really
he's
do
a
think
solid.
that-
I think he's a really
Yeah.
good winner of Survivor.
Yeah.
I think D really if she so this is my frustration. If D was playing with smarter players, I don't think she wins. And that's my big kip up of her is that there was a few opportunities that she should have went home, and because she was playing with idiots like Katura. No offense, Katura.
Yeah.
You're very
She
smart.
probably should have went home at the final 7 and the final 5. If
Correct.
you ask me.
Correct. She was physical. She's strategic. She's good socially. She's a really good winner.
And she's a really good manipulator too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Very much so.
She played some of these people really well.
And that's what I enjoyed, I think, the most out of her game compared to the other winners of this new era. I think she was the only one who was like this master manipulator out of any of them.
Yeah.
Maybe Jam Jam a little bit, but the first 3 certainly didn't have that in them.
Oh, for sure.
No. The first 3 didn't show that at all.
No.
So, I mean, I'm higher on Erica than you guys are, but...
Oh, we know. You're lucky Michael's not here.
The more 41 is discussed, the worse. I like it.
Oh, same.
If the Thailands and the Redemption Islands and the One Worlds didn't exist, that's the worst season of the show. Like it's so bad.
I mean, it's definitely
It's
a bottom.
so bad.
Definitely a bottom 10. Definitely even maybe a bottom 7. Bottom.
I heard it the other
definitely.
day, like in that video, the guy was ranking the seasons, and like the minute he talked about it, I think I sent it to you guys. Like he said, it felt like a slap in the face to diehard Survivor fans, and I'm like, I think that's the best way to
That's a
sum up
great
that
fucking
season.
put it. Yeah.
It felt like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Jeff's like, hey, I'm gonna be the star of the show this season. I'm gonna give you this awful cast, these awful twists. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 26 days. And then we're going to completely hide the winner from you. Like, you're not going to see anything that she does.
He was so excited for that season. I wonder where he ranks these seasons. I really do. I would love to hear a Jeff ranking.
I want a Jeff Probst lie detector test and
literally
strap down and rank your seasons, Jeff, please.
Oh, Rob Denshin's number 1, baby.
Oh God.
I still think Heroes versus
he loved Mike too.
Heroes versus Villains is his baby. I think that's the
yeah.
I don't think it gets better than that.
Edge of Extinction definitely gets high for him. He loves Edge.
He loves it. For some reason, somewhere before Winners at War, he said Ben. He said Ben was one of the top 5 winners of the show.
I will fucking throw up in my mouth right now.
He said that. Jeff Probst said that Ben.
I know. Don't remind me.
Yeah.
Hey, I enjoy.
Let's have an idol dangling in midair, hanging just in midair.
I mean,
at least they stop it.
Talk about a slap in the face.
They kind of stopped doing like as much as some of these gimmicky twists and stuff have been bad. They haven't gone as idol crazy as they did in the 30s. The 30s were. It was kind of starting to get out of hand with the idols and the advantages.
You got 3'd out. That's like a term now.
Game Changers and Triple H, so 34 and 35, it was a fucking clusterfuck of advantages those 2 seasons. Like you couldn't even. Definitely. I swear, Triple H had the most confusing idol plays out any of the seasons.
I hate that season so much. And it felt like the most.
There were so many played and misplayed. Like there was just those 2 seasons. There were so many idols.
Yeah.
It was insane.
35 literally felt like the most production heavy season of Survivor ever. Like the most like production meddled with fingers in the pudding.
Oh yeah.
Season of Survivor. I think that's why I hate it so much. Like of producers just influencing the fuck out of the game. It just feels so Big Brother.
I don't hate it. So.
Oh God.
I think it's fun. It's a fun season. I would not say Ben's a fantastic winner, but he's not as bad as some of the bottom of the barrel. That's what I'll say.
No. I think it's an asterisk next to his win. I don't know.
Okay, but you could say that for about a few people.
Oh, I don't. I do. I 100% do. I put them at the bottom too.
So, I mean, there's no bigger
All of them.
asterisk than fucking Chris Underwood. So,
Yeah, there's no bigger asterisk than getting voted out. That'll
yeah,
never change.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, he won the challenge too. Bravo, Chris.
Do you guys
he won
think?
2
Do
shows.
you guys think that Ozzy would have won SOPA if he got there?
Oh, he would have, and it would have been so bad.
He would have, and I would have not liked it and agreed with it.
I know.
But he would have won. Yeah.
Oh, he would have won.
1000%.
Coach and them were hated. They were hated.
Yeah.
Honest, like that season. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick. That season is like almost comical on the rewatch there, just with
It is, man.
how they acted, like, and then like Brandon give up his.
I love Sophie, dude. Sophie was great.
Yeah, and I'm just so glad that Winners at War validated that she was just an under-edited good winner, like, because she deserved that validation.
SOPA.
I don't
hate
like
SOPA.
I don't like it, but like it's
do.
one of those seasons that there's like some of the moments in it are as funny as it gets to me, and that is just the thing I can't, like, there are things I'll never forget from SOPA, and that alone takes it out of it being an absolutely terrible season for me. It's like a quick, it's a pagonging, but it's like a quick pagonging too, because there's like a double boot and then like a quick episode. Like it's not one of those dragged out ones where it's like a month of episodes where a whole tribe is getting picked off. Like that's not
right.
Like that.
I just don't like it. I just can't stand it. I hate that season.
I love Coach.
See, I'm not a Coach fan, so like
I love Coach.
Coach for Survivor 50.
I'm not Coach or Ozzy fan, so I fucking hated it.
Who would you rather
guys,
see
what
again,
if they make,
Coach or
guys,
Ozzy?
what if? Oh, Coach, 100%.
Coach.
I'd rather see neither, but if I have to choose,
I'm gonna choose Coach.
I'm gonna choose Coach. Because like this is what's gonna happen. Ozzy's gonna win every challenge, maybe go to one pre-merge tribal.
I don't know. Ozzy is no spring chicken anymore.
Make it to
Yeah,
merge.
he's older now.
Make it to merge. Be voted out at 10 or 11.
He's too busy sleeping with Bryce. Remember that poster that Bryce posted on Pride Month? Or was it? Yeah, I think it was National Coming Out Day, and it was him and Ozzy in bed together.
Do you, bro? Do whoever you want, whatever makes you happy.
That's right. Hey, I bet Ozzy makes killer money.
Ozzy and Le'Veon Bell are hitting it big on OnlyFans.
Le'Veon Bell's on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I saw that today. That's
oh hell yeah!
Someone's like, yeah, this used to be this was the best running back in the league 7 years.
Oh,
ago.
he's my boy. He's my boy. Oh, Le'Veon, what'd you do? Blow all your money already?
I swear, someone sent it to me today. He's on OnlyFans.
That's wild.
Putting the link on Twitter and everything.
How come all the Steelers players go crazy?
I don't know.
Literally.
I don't know. That's funny.
George Pickens is on his way.
Yeah, he's gonna want out soon.
If we can't talk about NFL, guys, this is Survivor.
Yeah,
podcast.
I can't.
Yeah. But that's all basically. We covered most of what we missed.
Yeah, I mean it was a.
Oh yeah.
It was.
Oh my gosh, we've already been talking for 53 minutes, you guys.
Yeah.
That was like one of the fastest podcasts I feel like I've ever done.
It was a fun season. It was a good season. Dee's a really good winner. I don't know where I'd rank her. I'd have to really think about it. Top 24-ish at least for sure. Maybe higher. I'd have to really think about it. Like I had never done.
I think she's definitely a top 5 female winner. Maybe top 7 female winner.
Let's see. I don't know. I have to really think about it. I don't think she's better than Kim. I don't know if she's better than Sophie. I don't know if she's not better than Natalie Anderson.
Okay, there's 3. Parvati would be 16.
Yeah.
And then
would you count Sandra's win?
Sandra's first win, not her second. I think Dee played better than Sandra's second win.
I think Dee played better than either of Sandra's wins.
I agree with that.
I don't know. Sandra played
Sarah.
really good.
What about Sarah?
I think Sarah played better.
Sarah played great.
Sarah played.
There's 5 right there.
Yeah.
And then
you got what? Tina, Amber, Denise.
See, I put Dee above those 2.
I put Denise.
Denise
I think Denise is
good.
above. Denise is really underrated to me.
I agree. I think Denise is just above D.
I have Denise above Natalie Anderson.
But I definitely have D above like Amber, Erica.
So actually, I guess I have her above Sarah. I have D as, let me count: Parvati, Kim, Denise, Natalie. I would have her as the 5th best female winner.
Even over Sarah?
Yeah, but I could argue
That's
Sarah would be
crazy.
better.
Sarah played great in game.
I think to me, I think she'd be like 6th or 7th for me.
I think
Female
Sarah
winner.
played great. I think Sarah's a top 5 female winner, if not a top 5 winner.
I think
Top 5 winner.
Sarah?
know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that high, but I think the reason why she slept on is because people just don't like her personally.
I don't care how she is personally. She's a raging Republican. I don't care.
Yeah.
She played great Survivor.
I
I literally think that like Tony is like way above everybody else. And then I think after that it starts getting a little bit more dicey of who people think like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, best winners are.
I would say like Jeremy,
Kim,
Parvati, JT, Rob, Earl.
I have to like look at the seasons. Hold on.
I'm literally looking at it right now. Yule.
I know I'm looking at it too.
See, I'm not super high on Yule. He had a.
I have Yule's number. I have Yule's number 11. So I have Tony, Parvati, Jeremy, Kim, JT, Rob, Earl, Tony.
Ooh, Todd's up there.
Denise, Yule.
I need to rewatch
Natalie.
Tyson season. I don't remember anything about it.
And then I have Todd, Tyson, Chris, and then I have D.
Todd was so good.
Yeah, Todd could. I mean, maybe Todd could move up. I don't know.
But
Do you guys think that D's win was better than Wendell's?
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
I think Dom
I think Don should have won. So
yeah,
Right.
I think the reason why Dom lost is because people were butthurt.
Yeah.
Seabass.
All right, you want to end the recording?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you,
We'll
guys.
talk to you guys later. Bye.